In this video, I'll show you the difference between assessing a creek with side image and assessing a creek with 2D. A few little bits and pieces up in the shallows there, but no fish though. Slight drop off there. Oh, there's one fish there with a shadow behind him. There's one fish there coming through with their shadows behind them, right up on the corner of the spit on the right hand side. And just on our left hand side there also, you can see on that drop off there that there was a few white grains of rice there with shadows behind them. So we're dropping off back into the hole now. So I'm going to turn around and run back. Just zoom my GPS up a little bit. I'm going to run back next to that track and see if I can look onto that corner a bit more to see those fish that were hanging down the ledge. Okay, we've turned around now. I'm going to take a slightly wider run back. There's the ledge coming out, that dark line approaching us. Yeah, there's a few smaller fish down there, hugging really tight though. They're very hard to see.
They over my side?
Yeah, they're on the left hand side here. That's the ones we saw before on our way past. There we are. There's a school of small barras, I think. They're not very big shadows. I'd say they're about 60 centimetre barramundi. And they're just on our left hand side there. You can see them there coming they're down halfway through the screen there now. That was those barra that we saw when we went back on the first run. So I might try and get them in a cross section this time. Don't forget, if you see something like that, you can always put a mark on your GPS screen. In an area like this where I've got trees and corners and landmarks, I don't bother really using the GPS to put marks in because it's all visual. If you're out in the open somewhere, different story. So I'm going to come back, see if I can go across these fish on a different angle now. Okay, I'm going to go on another track now right in between these two tracks. Just zoom my GPS up for the closer work. Right on the edge of this drop off. There they are there on the down imager now. I've gone straight over them now. Small school of barramundi around 60 to 70 centimetres. And on the side imager you can see one bigger one there with his shadow behind him. He was just further to our right hand side. It's like a little gully there, that's that line you can see. So we've got a beautiful little gully coming out on a corner. That's why it's a good holding spot for fish like that. Now here we are back in the same junction. Now I'm using traditional 2D this time. This is for people who don't have side imaging or down imaging technology. And what we used to do back in the day when we only had 2D technology was zigzag all the shelves around the hole. Nice tight zigzags against the current, and we'd have to run in a low or medium frequency and a high frequency split screen. So you've got that, you can see down the edge of the drop off and you can see wide of it as well. That's why we used to use split frequencies. So I've only got one frequency in this and it's medium, which is the best of both worlds. So I'm going to zigzag along this shelf and see if I can find that school of barramundi we found with the side imager. So I'm going to zoom in on my GPS so I can see exactly where I'm going and where I've been. It's right on this drop off is where they are. It's around about this mark here. Whoops, nearly threw the cameraman out.
It's alright, it's the wife.
So just come back around again, zigzag out into the deeper water. Shooting down the ledge there now, so I'm getting a bit of a refractive picture. That can sometimes happen with traditional, especially with these medium cones. The high frequency would be a lot better for that situation, looking down the ledge. So I've missed them on the first pass. I know they're just here. So I'm going to head back out again and see if I can locate this school. There's the groove that they were in. But I've pretty much got to run over the top of them with this technology. Now if I was zigzagging all of the ledges around here, all it takes is for you to miss those fish by a tiny bit and you don't know they're there. That is why I found them first up with the side imager. I could do another 3 or 4 circles there before I run over them with this technology. That's why side imaging is so good, and if you haven't got it, you've got to invest in it.